Okay, so here with me, joining me right now is 2024 presidential candidate Joe Exotic Maldonado. He joins me on the phone now from the United States Penitentiary in Atlanta, Georgia. Joe Exotic, thank you for making time for us from the penitentiary. Joe, as we speak to you, literally as we're waiting to find out whether or not President Trump, former President Trump, is going to be indicted. He could be arrested. He could be printed. He could be a mugshot. What are your thoughts on this whole surrounding Donald Trump? What are your weigh in on that?
Okay. First of all, I'm in Fort Worth, Texas. I was in Atlanta, Georgia, but I'm in Fort Worth, Texas. With former President Trump, all I can say is welcome to the party.
Will you expand on that? What do you mean, welcome to the party?
He had 4 years to either dismantle the FBI and straighten the Department of Justice up, and he failed to do it. All he done was help the people in his own circle. He didn't do anything to correct the Department.
This call is from a federal prison.
Or fix all the corruption in D.C. or anything else. So, welcome to the party. I actually am right at this point in my life looking forward to seeing if he gets indicted.
And you don't sound like you're a big fan of President Trump anymore. At one point you were, though, Joe. What happened?
Well, I still respect the man, and I think that if he just opened his mind to actually finishing what he says he's going to finish, he would make a good president. But unfortunately, he had 4 years to do that, and all he done was pardon everybody that stuck up for him and everybody in his own little circle. And all he done to me and everybody that's stuck in this system in America and the hardworking people, all he done was proved once again, as long as you're rich and as long as you're a politician, you can get away with just about anything.
And we'll get to some of your platform for running for president in a second. But, the other big dog in the race, well, not even in the race yet, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, who we interviewed last week. What are your thoughts on Governor DeSantis? You've spent some time in Florida.
I think I actually lived in Florida when I was arrested. Ron DeSantis is dangerous for this country. He's more dangerous than Joe Biden or Donald Trump because he proved that with Disney and everything else that he's doing in Florida right now, that if you don't like his views, he's going to pass a law and make you eat them and shove them down your throat. And you're going to live by his rules. He would be more of a dictator than he would be a president. No, I don't like him at all. I think he would be detrimental to this country.
No, Joe, I'm asking because it's clear you've come out. You're gay. Is it that? Is it that his pushback against the LGBT community and however the grooming of our kids, he's been pushing back hard on it. Does that have anything to do with it, Joe?
Well, I mean, if you look at my my platform on joeexotic2024.com, you'll see that I fought being gay for a long time. Okay, I was coming out back when people were gay bashing. You couldn't walk down the street, and I am totally against all of this transgender stuff with these kids. My fiance now is 25 years old, and he's just coming out. Hell, I'm 60, and I'm still confused. There's no reason why anybody under 18 should be even considering something like that. There shouldn't be drag queens in schools. They belong in a bar. They belong on TV. I've got a lot of actual gay support that, man, we fought through this, and right now they're shoving it down people's throats so bad that they're pushing us back 30 years. All I want is to be respected and have the same rights as anybody else, and I don't want it on every commercial. I don't want it in every television show. And that's the way this whole country should be ran. I don't care if you're a Baptist or you're a Catholic. I shouldn't have to believe what you believe just because you're a president or a politician with a lot of pull. And in order
Joe,
for
let me get to a couple of the other topics. I think they're very, very big. Some would call them third rails on both sides of the political spectrum, and I'm talking about abortion and guns. Now, you have some interesting takes on those. Go ahead, tell us.
Well, you know, again, that's why you can't be just a hard-nosed Republican or a hard-nosed Democrat to run this country. Somebody has to stand in the middle, okay? I believe that you own your own body. And as soon as the government tells you what to do with your own body, you don't even own yourself. So you're a slave to America. You're a slave to the political system of America. You should have the right to have an abortion if you want to have an abortion. You should have the right to protect yourself and carry a firearm because it's your constitutional right. We need to meet in the middle somewhere. Do 18-year-olds need Uzis and ARs? No. I think that the limit should be 21 years old for something like that. You can protect yourself with a six-shooter. I carried a .357 my entire life as a police officer, as open carry in Oklahoma. You don't need an Uzi to protect your family. You just don't. Okay, so let's give a little to both sides here without trying to dictate how every person in this country has to live.
Yeah, and Joe, so you're running for president from a federal prison. Talk to us about that a little bit. And, you know, you plan to run from the prison, and what if you win?
Look, President Putin is wanted. President Trump is fixing to be indicted, possibly. Hunter Biden and President Biden is under investigation. So why the hell not run from prison? Because I see what's going wrong with this from in here, okay? And what's going on wrong in here is wrong, all right? Let me just throw this at you, okay? I was licensed by the United States Department of Agriculture to own a zoo. I was inspected monthly by inspectors. Do you realize that a chimpanzee in this country has to have a minimum of 1,000 square feet? And 2 human beings in prison is 70 square feet. We care more.
Joe.
We care more about animals in this country than we do human beings because of animal rights people donating money to the Democrats and the Republicans to pass laws.
You know what, Joe, we have to go, but we'll bring you back again. As the campaign continues to grow again, this is the show that everyone that wants to run for president in 2024 comes by the balance. Do you hear that?
Okay.
They come by the balance, and we want to continue to extend that as things go. In fact, we have another 2024 presidential candidate on the show tonight, Joe Exotic, Joe Maldonado. Joe Exotic, thank you for your time. Appreciate your time.
Appreciate it. Thank you.